And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the moment you've all been waiting for. The NCGMRS makes its return here to the NSR Sports channel with the Daytona 500, the first race of the NCGMRS Xbox Cup Series. We've got 42 drivers ready to start off this season here at the High Bank track known as the Great American Race. We are here with Cody Yamas on the pole. Alongside of him is going to be William Duncan in the 00 for Michael Waltrip Racing. We're in for one exciting race, no doubt about it. Lots of big names, and we're not going to waste any time. We've got the command to fire these engines. We're going to have them roll off. We're going to show you the 42 car grid for today's race. Going to be a lot of hard racing. We may have fuel mileage come into the picture. You never know what could happen, but here's the starting lineup for today's race at Daytona International Speedway. Pace car will make the hard left-hand turn to pit road and we'll be ready to put him under the green flag for 30 laps of racing. Cody Yamas, William Duncan, Ryan Cooper, and Olga Osen. Whatever the last name is, I'll get it sooner or later. Green flag is out. Yamas will get us underway. Looks like two cars working together there, the two Hendrick cars of Sean Henley and Kyle Sanoski. Henley in the 88, Sanoski in the 48. Trying to look further back, see if I can see any alliances forming up. It looks like there's another one, John Cittadino and Luke Walker, the two cars from Earnhardt Ganassi Racing, the 42 and the 1. They're working together. And now here comes a battle for the lead. Ryan Cooper trying to get the run to the inside. Will he get any help, though? No help coming to him just yet. Kyle Sanoski actually moved his own teammate Sean Henley up into the middle groove. Only two drivers that are really working together that are teammates of the 42 and the 1, and now Cooper has gotten by for the lead, but for how long? Kyle Sanoski with a big run. Help from John Cittadino. And Luke Walker, and oh no, there goes Lisa Shears around, right in the middle of the pack. Connor Breton as well. That's right in the middle of the pack there, heading into turn 1. Caution flies. First time today the caution comes out. It comes out here on lap number 2. I think we're racing it back to the stripe here. We are indeed. We were past the start-finish line when that wreck occurred, so we are racing back to the start-finish line. Luke Walker now going in the middle. Seth Cole's going to go way down low. Help from Eric Burton. Austin LaPlante down there. Adam Chambers as well. Seth Cole going to take the lead off turn 4. Will Eric Burton try and make a move to lead us under the first caution of the day? Here he comes down to the inside line. Will he have enough momentum? Here we go. Drag race to the line. It's going to be Seth Cole on the high side. He will lead us under our first caution of the day. You can see the smoke just lingering there in the turn 1 area. A big wreck occurring right there. We know Lisa Shears and Connor Breton were involved. Oh, and something else happened further up right there. You can see skid marks up there in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Oh, there's Carson Gum involved, the 39. Felix Graves in the 19. Jake Smith in the 18. Dylan Poteet. Bianca Roberts, Austin Ogo. Lisa Shears was the car I saw get out of shape first. Zach Campbell was in it. Luke Martin as well. Connor Breton may have gotten a piece of it. And they're backing up here. Look out. Backing up here on the back straightaway. Looks like everybody's able to clear each other, though. Looks like they're still all good to go. But I wonder who was involved in that second incident that occurred up in the middle of turns 1 and 2. But Seth Cole paces the field under the caution flag. Let's look back at a replay. Well, here's a look at it. Connor Breton kind of becomes a pinball in a pinball machine here for a moment. Watch the 38, the Taco Bell sponsored 38 Ford. He's going to first make some contact right here with Anthony McCurry. There you see it. He bounces up into Lisa Shears. Then he bounces back down into Anthony McCurry. Bounces back up into Lisa Shears. And then Lisa Shears comes down, makes some contact with Adam Chambers. Connor Breton comes down, makes some contact with Anthony McCurry, and it's on from there. Oh, Hayden Klein, the 14, was squeezed up against the outside retaining wall. He got a piece of it there. Get everybody trying to dart down to the inside line there. Sam Young and Austin Ogo were able to get way down into the grass to miss it. Aaron Williams, Ralph Mason did the same. This right here, I think, is, well, not there. Oh, that was where Bianca Roberts and Zach Campbell were involved, though, and Luke Martin gets into Lisa Shears right there, yep. So Bianca Roberts, Luke Martin, Zach Campbell qualifying at the back of the pack really didn't help their chances, but something happened further up. We got to find out what it was, because there were two separate wrecks that occurred, one right heading into turn 1 and one right in the middle of turns 1 and 2. And we pinpointed it. It was the other Front Row Motorsports car. Connor Breton was involved in that wreck there at the entrance of turn 1. Austin Ogo is going to be the cause of the wreck in between turns 1 and 2. You see him there through the grass area. And watch right here. He's going to try and bring it back up onto the racetrack here, heading into turn 2. And Sam Young, oh man, just barely missed that. But Carson Gum, not so lucky. Up into the fence goes the U.S. Army Chevrolet. And then here comes some more players. Oh, Felix Graves, Dylan Pote, nowhere to go. Wow, Navarro Broyne in the 47 did a good job getting through. Jake Smith, though, he nailed Austin Ogo. Ogo actually goes flipping down the banking there in turns 1 and 2. And what a tough break for Dylan Pote and others. Oh, and Bianca Roberts, as if she wasn't involved in the first one wasn't enough. She gets right into the back of Jake Smith there. So there's a lot of good drivers that are going to be back in the garage area right here at the start of the Daytona 500. We'll go back to green flag race. It'll be on lap 7 of 30, giving us a total of 24 laps remaining in the Great American Race. Drivers who will not be able to continue include Zach Campbell. He'll get credit for 36th. Austin Ogo will get 37th. Ironic, 37th for the 37. 39 of Carson Gum will finish in 38th position. Felix Graves in 39th. Bianca Roberts will get credited for 40th. Dylan Pote in 41st. And Jake Smith will get 42nd. So certainly a dismal start to the NCGMRS season for those drivers, as they have taken their cars back to the garage area as we are working the first caution of the day, which was brought out for 2 incidents that occurred, both of them over in the turns 1 and 2 vicinity. Seth Cole is the leader under caution. He'll lead us back to the restart. Eric Burton will restart 2nd. Austin LaPlante 3rd. 4th, Adam Chambers, and Luke Walker will be in 5th. Olga Manson will restart in 6th. John Citadino will be in 7th. 8th place is going to be Sean Henley. 9th place, Kyle Sanoski. And William Duncan will restart in 10th. Ashley LaPlante runs in 11th. 12th will be Ryan Cooper. 13th, the pole sitter, Cody Yamas. Richard Johnson is in 14th. Evan Gattuso 15th. 16th, Anthony McCurry with Trent Dunham 17th. 18th is Ian O'Brien with Devin Smith 19th. Austin Wood runs in 20th. 21st is Ralph Mason. Sam Young 22nd. 23rd, Pichu London. Aaron Williams 24th. Tesla Graves runs in 25th. 26th, Navarro O'Brien with Ron Fijara in 27th. 28th place is going to be Noah Hart. Mason Wood 29th. 30th, Dylan Young. 31st, Wilhelm Schultz. Lisa Shears will be in 32nd. 33rd, Luke Martin. 34th, Hayden Klein. And 35th, Connor Breton. So 35 out of the original 42 drivers still on the racetrack and are on the lead lap. So here we go, getting ready to get back underway. Seth Cole going to lead us down here to the restart. Green flag comes back out, and we're back underway here at Daytona. Now you got to wonder, having worked our first caution of the day, these guys going to settle down and say, hey, let's just ride around a little bit. Let's get aggressive when it's necessary, but for right now, why don't we just see what we've got and not push the envelope? But right now, they're going to go 3 wide for third. Luke Walker, Adam Chambers, and Austin LaPlante. LaPlante backing out of that battle there. It'll now be side by side between Luke Walker and Adam Chambers. We've seen the 42 and the 1 work together already. We saw the 88 and the 48 working together before. They found each other again. Those 2-car drafts for teammates working out very, very well. And here comes Eric Burton. He's had enough of driving behind the 25. He wants to go to the front. Kind of ironic, huh? Casey Mears has driven in both of those rides before. Meanwhile, here comes John Cittadino helping to draft the Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet of Luke Walker, who did not make a move to the inside there. I think Cittadino thought Luke Walker was going to go down low underneath the Geico Toyota, but there's nothing Cittadino could do now. He's now lost his teammate, and here comes Olga Manson to the inside, looking 3 wide for the lead. Red Bull Racing coming with a 2-car team. Mason Wood in the 83, Olga Manson in the 82. We'll see how they can do. They're 4 wide there. Cody Yamas, Adam Chambers, Luke Walker, and Eric Burton. I don't like the look of that. They are in a 4 wide situation, and I don't think anything good can come of it. Oh, man, they're awful close. Oh, I don't like this. Luke Walker's just a meat in the sandwich there, and oh my goodness, this is not good. Look at how close they are. Oh, Chambers gets into his teammate Cooper, and there they go! Cody Yamas, Olga Manson, Ashley LaPlante turns in the middle of the field. Luke Walker back there as well. Oh, man, there they are piling in. Oh, man, DeVar O'Brien is in it. Dylan Young is in it. Richard Johnson is in it. Oh, man, there goes the 99 getting hit of Pichu London. Luke Martin got a big chunk of it. Ron Vajara was in it. Aaron Williams may have gotten some of it. There's John Cittadino involved. And Kyle Sanofsky was the leader at the caution. Lisa Shears involved again. There's Ashley LaPlante. Look further up here. There's Ian O'Brien. His day may be finished. Dylan Young involved. I'm seeing a lot of Fords that were caught up in this. Oh, Sean Henley must have gotten a piece of it. He's on the apron. Henley was running inside the top 10. Sam Young may have gotten into it. Mason Wood was involved. And the caution comes out. Devin Smith, I believe he got a piece of it as well. We know Cody Yamas was in it. Ryan Cooper may have some damage because I saw his car get out of shape for a moment there. And Kyle Sanofsky is the leader here at Daytona. Let's look back at a replay. The big one strikes for the 2nd time today. And we're not even a third of the way through this race as another Hendrick car paces us under the caution. There's another car on the apron. Wait a minute. Let's jump back there. Who is that? Is that Henley? Yeah, that's Sean Henley. Tough break there for the Amp Energy Chevrolet of Sean Henley. He's involved. There's Dylan Young behind him. Lots of good drivers involved in this. Looks like everybody's coming down for pit stops now as well. So Kyle Sanofsky's going to lead them down pit road as everybody's coming down to make their pit stops, the first pit stops of the day, as we will take a look at what happened coming out of turn 4. Looks like the contact may have started between teammates right here. Adam Chambers is going to get into Ashley LaPlante right there. Comes down into Cooper. Cooper then goes back up into LaPlante. Then Ashley LaPlante comes down into Cody Yamas. And then they go up into Olga Manson. So it was a lot of back and forth slice and dice going on there. And what a tough break for John Cittadino. He comes right down into his Earnhardt Ganassi teammate, Luke Walker. Oh, there you just see it back up there. Sean Henley, Richard Johnson, Ian O'Brien. There's nowhere for these guys to go. Devin Smith. Oh, look at Seth Cole and Eric Burton. I think they may have gotten through there. There's Dylan Young. He ran into the back of Ron Fajara. Mason Wood nowhere to go. William Duncan may have gotten some of it. Oh, Lisa Shears just plastered her own teammate, Ashley LaPlante. Both Penske cars getting together. And then there's Pichu Lund. Oh! John Cittadino's car flipped over after he got nailed by Lisa Shears. And oh, Pichu London right into the back of the 77. That car did a 2-car wheel hop there after getting jacked up by the Aflac Ford. Look at Connor Breton, though. He worked his way through. Hayden Klein just barely got past Pichu London. Aaron Williams, I think, got through. I think he actually slowed down before anybody got to him. And oh, there's Luke Martin. We saw Luke Martin get involved in something. Who does he hit? Oh, he runs into the back of Pichu. Oh, man. And then, oh, DeVar O'Brien just trying to get out of this unscathed, and he gets nailed by Luke Martin. This is a wreck that started all the way from turn 4 and worked its way down almost to the start-finish line. But a lot of drivers involved in this one. Take a look at a real-time view of what happened off turn 4. Here we are with live action. This is what it looked like. A lot of smoke going on there and everybody trying to work their way through, but that was quite a wreck. Here's another look from another camera as you watch the cars just pepper the whole area here. Oh, and there you see the 42 get flipped over. And you can just watch and see how this thing you can just see the smoke happens all the way over towards the start-finish line. Let's go back to green flag racing as the drivers have made their first pit stops of the day. We will go back under the green flag. It'll be on lap 13 of 30. We're nearing halfway in this event. Kyle Sanofsky was first in, first off of pit road, so he will maintain the lead here for the restart of this race. But we do have several more drivers back in the garage area after this, our second caution of the day, including Olga Manson. Also out of the race, the cars of Sean Henley, Ian O'Brien, John Cittadino, Dylan Young, Luke Martin, Ron Fajara, Pichu London, Lisa Shears, and Ashley LaPlante. They joined Zach Campbell, Austin Ogo, Carson Gum, Felix Graves, Bianca Roberts, Dylan Poteet, and Jake Smith back in the garage area. Now let's go through the full field rundown, show you who is remaining, as we are not yet halfway through the running of the Daytona 500. Kyle Sanofsky is the leader. Trent Dunham is second now, Anthony McCurry third. Fourth place is Austin LaPlante. Fifth place is Wilhelm Schultz. Then you got Noah Hart 6th, 7th Devin Smith, Mason Wood is in 8th, 9th place Ryan Cooper, and Tesla Graves runs in 10th. 11th is Evan Gattuso, Seth Cole is 12th, Connor Breton 13th, 14th Adam Chambers, 15th is Austin Wood, 16th is William Duncan, Aaron Williams, my apologies, is in 17th, 18th place is Richard Johnson, 19th Eric Burton, and Luke Walker is in 20th. 21st is Hayden Klein, 22nd is DeVar O'Brien, Cody Yamas 23rd, 24th is Ralph Mason, and 25th is Sam Young. That's it for the cars left on the racetrack. This kind of changes everything for a lot of drivers. I mean, take into consideration Trent Dunham, he's lost some teammates, and Dylan Young and Pichu London that he won't be able to work with. Jake Smith, he's gone for Anthony McCurry and Devin Smith to be able to work with. Sean Henley, he's exited the picture along with Dylan Poteet, so Kyle Sanofsky, Seth Cole, and Aaron Williams won't be able to work with those drivers. As here we go, green flag comes out. Luke Walker, we saw him and John Cittadino working very well together. Those two Earnhardt Ganassi cars. With John Cittadino out, who's Luke Walker going to be able to find for a dancing partner? We're going to have to find all that out, though, as here comes Trent Dunham to the inside, looking to go to the front. You know, out of that, everybody in that wreck, 3 of them were Roush Fenway cars. The 16, the 6, and the 99 all had damage from that. Richard Johnson has been able to continue, but he's the only damaged Roush Fenway car that's been able to continue. The other 2 drivers, Dylan Young, Pichu London, had to go back to the garage area. So Trent Dunham is basically the only hope for Roush Fenway Racing to go to victory lane here today. As right now there's a 2-car tandem going on down low. Noah Hart pushing Austin LaPlante to the front. Interesting alliance there. They're both running Chevys. They both are in single-car race teams. 78 out of Furniture Row Motorsports. The 71 out of TRG Motorsports. And meanwhile, up there, we got a few more players that are in single-car race teams. How about the 87 from Nemco Motorsports? Tesla Graves running very well. The 7 up from Robbie Gordon Motorsports of Wilhelm Schultz. And the 66 from Prism Motorsports of Evan Gattuso. Single-car race teams doing pretty well right now. Meanwhile, we're going to go 3 wide, 4 wide. Oh, wow, what a good move by Trent Dunham. Oh, Dunham almost got the wall there. But Trent Dunham made a veteran move right there. He noticed this was going to go into a 4 wide situation. He backed out of the throttle. Better to lose a few positions than to DNF from the race. And Trent Dunham knows that better than anyone. He backed out of what could have been a 4 wide situation heading into turn 3. Now Anthony McCurry will lead a lap. Here comes Evan Gattuso to the inside now. Kyle Sanofsky working his way back up to the front as well. See an alliance that's been working since the start of the race. Seth Cole and Eric Burton working together back there, the 13 and the 25. They're trying to catch back up to this lead pack as they ended up losing the draft at the drop of the green flag. Adam Chambers, Austin Wood, a Chevy and a Ford working together down low. They're trying to pick up some spots. Chambers driving for Richard Childress Racing, Robert Yates Racing, the ride that is currently driven by Austin Wood. And here we go, down to the inside. They're going to go 3 wide. Anthony McCurry, Kyle Sanofsky, Evan Gattuso. Inside line is going to get the advantage, but none of these drivers have drafting help yet. Okay, here comes some drafting help for Anthony McCurry in the form of Adam Chambers. So now McCurry will definitely go to the front. Look at Aaron Williams. got his way through that second big one. He's now up here inside the top 5, drafting with Austin Wood. Ryan Cooper right behind him, and here comes back to the front Trent Dunham. When we took the green flag for our restart, field kind of broke up into 2 packs. A lot of scragglers at the end trying to catch back up, and now they have done so. You see Tesla Graves has caught back up, Seth Cole, Eric Burton, they've all caught back up to this bigger pack. And now we got some teammates working together. Adam Chambers will lead a lap there, and he's got his teammate Ryan Cooper coming up here. The 2 Richard Childress cars will be able to work together here in turns 1 and 2. You also got the 78, which, yes, is out of Furniture Row Motorsports, but gets quite a bit of its equipment from RCRs. So that's, I guess you could call, an unofficial teammate for both Ryan Cooper and Adam Chambers. Seeing a few more stragglers back there. Wilhelm Schultz and Devin Smith, they're trying to catch back up. And now Ryan Cooper wants to turn at the front. Cooper wants to lead a lap. Anthony McCurry back there as well, trying to catch back up to the tail end of this pack. Trying to catch the draft. Got a good pack of cars here, somewhere around between 12 and 15 cars there, and Cooper will lead a lap here, but I don't think he'll lead the next one. Eric Burton moving Seth Cole out of the way. He'll go down to the inside line, he'll look for the lead. Laps are ticking away now. We've reached past the halfway point. We actually have a total of 13 laps remaining here at the Daytona 500. This is a good pack of cars. Eric Burton now the leader. Noah Hart now into second. Here comes Evan Gattuso looking for a 3-wide battle here to go for second. Moving Kyle Sanoski into the middle. Nope, Noah Hart's going to be able to keep second place, so it's actually a battle for third. And here's a little bit of an interesting situation. Anthony McCurry drafting with a fellow Toyota, even though they're not teammates. Anthony McCurry and Evan Gattuso working together. McCurry out of Joe Gibbs Racing, Gattuso out of Prism Motorsports. But the Toyotas are working together. Anthony McCurry, not that many Toyotas to be able to choose from to be able to work within this pack. The only other Toyota is up here at the front. Oh, also Tesla Graves, who's behind him. And Noah Hart now is going to go to the front. Drafting help's going to be from Evan Gattuso. And wow, Anthony McCurry nearly went beneath the yellow line there. If he had gone beneath the yellow line, put 2 tires beneath the yellow line and advanced his position, I think he still would have been okay. I can't remember if you have to have all 4 tires beneath or 2. I think it's actually 2. So maybe if he did advance his position, if he had gone beneath the yellow line with 2 tires, he would have ended up having a penalty of some sort. This pack of drivers, they're all racing very hard, but they're racing very clean. It's very nice to see this kind of competitive racing, but not see damaged race cars. You got Anthony McCurry, Tesla Graves, Aaron Williams. You got Austin Wood in the mix, Adam Chambers, Seth Cole, Kyle Sanoski, Trent Dunham, Austin LaPlante, Ryan Cooper, Noah Hart, Evan Gattuso, and Eric Burton. We did have Wilhelm Schultz up here for a moment, but I think he lost the draft again. Yes, he did. 7 car does not like it that he's running way at the tail end of this pack because he keeps on losing the draft. I think that's the second time he's lost the draft. And here comes Trent Dunham back to the front. Trent Dunham, who very well may have backed out of what could have been our 3rd caution of the day, now ends up reaping the rewards of coming up, and he will lead a lap, but Seth Cole's charging hard to the inside. Trent will still lead that lap, though. Now, most of the series I have, it doesn't really matter if you lead a lap or not. That's because I have my own point system, and I don't count the laps led. However, in this series, NR 2003, the game is actually doing the points, and so every lap you lead is an extra bonus point. And so leading laps is very important here. And whoa, Anthony McCurry down and onto the apron into the grass area. I think he may have gotten turned off the nose of Evan Gattuso. I don't know for certain, but he keeps it together. He'll bring it back onto the racetrack. But now it's kind of split the pack up again. Adam Chambers, Kyle Sanoski, they've lost the lead draft, and here's 2 unofficial teammates, Austin LaPlante and Ryan Cooper, working together up here at the front. And I can't believe I'm saying this, we've only got 9 laps remaining in this event. We have less than 10 laps to go here in the Daytona 500. Also, we didn't talk about this, but these drivers, they have to make a pit stop, and they haven't pitted yet. Oh, yes, they have. Wait a minute, they have pitted, so I guess they are going to be able to make it the rest of the way on fuel. I had forgotten that they pitted back around lap 10. So they should be good to go on fuel, I would think. Of course, we don't know how much is being used here with this hard racing. Kyle Sanoski, he's gotten himself back up into this lead pack, but we were still waiting on Aaron Williams and Adam Chambers to catch back up. Anthony McCurry as well. as they all kind of split apart after Anthony McCurry made a great save on the back straightaway, getting turned off the nose of Evan Gattuso down into the infield grass. And now Aaron Williams, he has caught back up to this big pack of cars. And there's a car up ahead, I think. I think that's the 83 of Mason Wood they're going to have to contend with here. The slower car of Mason Wood. Oh, look out. Oh, they're coming so much faster than Mason Wood is. And they're going to all dive left and right to miss him. And oh, Mason Wood's holding up Austin Wood. Noah Hart going to take the lead. Sanoski to second. Dunham third. Tesla Graves fourth. And Aaron Williams fifth, as everybody still is held up behind the Red Bull Toyota of Mason Wood. Mason Wood could not get out of the way of the oncoming pack. And now that's going to split the field way up. Yeah, it really has. You got this pack of 5 cars, then you jump back here and you got a pack of about 9 cars. Whoa, Austin the Plant trying to get by Mason Wood there. Almost had to go to the apron to do it. Now this is split into like 3 packs now. There's this second pack of 3 with Austin Wood, Ryan Cooper, and Evan Gattuso. And then you got these guys back here who are still trying to get by the Mason Wood machine. Austin the Plant, Adam Chambers, and Wilhelm Schultz have done so. Anthony McCurry now doing so. Seth Cole and Eric Burton have yet to get by him. Whoa! Seth Cole down on the apron there. Nearly getting turned by Eric Burton. Meanwhile, back to the front we go. Let's see if anybody's been able to make any passes for the lead. Well, not yet. Trent Dunham still leading. Noah Hart, he was leading about 2 laps ago. He slipped back to 5th now at the tail end of this front pack. The question now is, with about, well, less than 6 laps to go, is there enough time for all these other guys who got split up to be able to come back up here? They got another slower car up ahead. Can't tell which car that is. And it looks like it's actually Sam Young, the Penske Dodge of Sam Young. And oh, look out! Kyle Sanoski's going to get held up, and now Trent Dunham's going to get held up, as Dunham will end up getting caught behind him. And now Aaron Williams has driven away with the lead. Cody Yamas just made a pit stop. Are these guys having to make pit stops before this race is over? Or was that an unscheduled stop for Cody Yamas? I'm not sure. We're trying to get some word down on pit road. If these drivers are good to go on fuel, they last pitted on lap number 10. And now if we thought things were split up, they are really split up now. Aaron Williams with quite an advantage over Kyle Sanoski and Noah Hart. They're starting to close up the gap now. Trent Dunham back here. Sam Young still holding up drivers. Evan Gattuso now trying to get past the Sam Young machine. Oh, and there's Trent Dunham diving for pit road. Aaron Williams as well. Kyle Sanoski, Wilhelm Schultz, and Anthony McCurry. Pit stops are going to have to be made here. Now the question is, do they go for 4 tires and fuel? Do they go for fuel only? What's going to be the strategy? Aaron Williams, the CarQuest Chevrolet, looks like it's going to be a fuel-only stop. Notice how they got that car completely full of fuel. They wanted to make sure he can make it the rest of the way. There's Kyle Sanoski, Dunham, Wilhelm Schultz, and Anthony McCurry making their pit stops. They are good to go. There's more drivers making pit stops. Luke Walker, Devin Smith, Mason Wood, Richard Johnson, DeVar O'Brien, and here come the rest of the leaders. Noah Hart, who took over the lead after Trent Dunham, Aaron Williams, and Kyle Sanoski pitted. Ryan Cooper and Evan Gattuso now making pit stops as well. There's some more drivers making pit stops. Ralph Mason in the 36 now diving for pit road. He'll give up the 14th position to make his pit stop. And I think the new leader is going to be Austin LaPlante. Yes, it is. Austin LaPlante has taken the lead now. Seth Cole into second. Well, not for long. Tesla Graves going to take that spot from him. Let's see if these 4 are going to make their pit stops here. There's Adam Chambers as well. Austin Wood. They haven't yet been to pit road. And here comes Austin LaPlante along with Tesla Graves. They're going to make their pit stops. Eric Burton also on pit road. Seth Cole, Adam Chambers staying out one more lap. They're going to try and stretch it. Make that Austin Wood. He's come on to pit road as well. And there's Noah Hart. Came on to pit road as the leader last time by. But now the new leader is Seth Cole. And there's Adam Chambers. They are 1 and 2 right now with less than 2 laps remaining in this event. No doubt they'll make their pit stops back here, which will actually be on the final lap. Seth Cole and Adam Chambers trying to stretch it as far as they can. Not bad strategy, but we're going to have to see how it works out. And we'll probably see them dive for pit road now. No, they do not come to pit road. What's going on there? Oh my goodness, Seth Cole and Adam Chambers, I think they're trying to stretch it. White flag in the air. Do they have enough in the tank, though? Everybody else came down pit road. Everyone's good to go on fuel. But the question mark, the big question mark, is over the 25 and the 31, who are still running at full speed, 190 miles per hour here through turns 1 and 2. Seth Cole pulling up to the back bumper of the FedEx Toyota. I think he was trying to get a little bit of drafting there to allow Anthony McCurry to cut the win there. That helps with fuel mileage. But Seth Cole, Adam Chambers, do they have enough? Or are they going to have to come to pit road here this time? They may run out of fuel. Let's see if they can make it. Through turn 4, Seth Cole trying to win the Daytona 500. Chambers trying to hang on to the runner-up spot. Can they make it down there? Yes, they can. They could coast if they wanted to. Seth Cole and Adam Chambers work fuel mileage, and Seth Cole wins the Daytona 500. Wow, I can't believe they made it. Everybody else came down pit road somewhere between laps 26 and 28. But Seth Cole and Adam Chambers decided to risk it, and they're going to reap the benefits. Seth Cole's going to win the Daytona 500. Adam Chambers will be in second, and those two will be 1-2 in the points. Who'd have thought that it'd come down to fuel mileage here in the Daytona 500? Oh, and I think Seth Cole's out of fuel. I think he has just run out of fuel. Brings that car down to the apron. Yep, that car is done as far as Sunoco Racing fuel in the tank of that Chevrolet. But that doesn't matter. He's going to go to victory lane. They'll push him if they have to. Is Adam Chambers out of fuel as well? Yep, he's out of fuel too. But a gutsy move that paid off big dividends for both Seth Cole and Adam Chambers. Let's take a look now at the official finishing results as race 1 is in the books here in the Xbox Cup Series. Well, green flag pit stop certainly played in a big part into the finish of this race. Seth Cole wins the race. He also led the most laps with a total of 8. So that'll help him in the points as well. Adam Chambers, he finishes second. Trent Dunham in third. Noah Hart fourth. And Austin LaPlante comes away with the top 5 in fifth. Aaron Williams was sixth. Tesla Graves in seventh. Kyle Sinoski in eighth. Ninth place was Evan Gattuso. And Austin Wood came away with a top 10. Ryan Cooper, he was 11th. Wilhelm Schultz, 12th. Eric Burton, 13th. Those 13 cars finished on the lead lap. Anthony McCurry got 14th, Devin Smith 15th, Ralph Mason was 16th, Sam Young 17th, 18th was Richard Johnson, William Duncan 19th, and Luke Walker finished in the 20th position. 21st place was DeVar O'Brien, Connor Breton 22nd, 23rd Cody Yamas, 24th Hayden Klein. Mason Wood actually fell 3 laps to the leaders and retired from the race in the closing stages. He'll finish 25th. And then the rest of these drivers also finished out of the race. The cars of Olga Manson, Sean Henley, Ian O'Brien, John Cittadino, Dylan Young, Luke Martin, Ron Fajara, Pichu London, Lisa Shears, Ashley LaPlante, Zach Campbell, Austin Ogo, Carson Gum, Felix Graves, Bianca Roberts, Dylan Poteet, and Jake Smith. So a tough break for a lot of these drivers here that were not able to come away with good finishes here. And we're going to show you just exactly how much trouble they are in right now as far as the point standings are concerned. And here's the points. It was actually a really good race. There were 18 lead changes among 11 different drivers during the course of that 30-lap event. But there you see Seth Cole will have a 10-point advantage over Adam Chambers heading to next week's race at Auto Club Speedway in California. Trent Dunham, he'll be third in points with Noah Hart, Austin LaPlante, Aaron Williams, Kyle Sinoski, Tulsa Graves, Evan Gattuso, and Ryan Cooper being the top 10 in points. The reason Ryan Cooper is 10th is because he led a lap during the course of the race. Austin Wood did not, so Wood will be 11th in points heading into next week. Take a look here all the way down through the rest of the standings. Show you 21st through 40th. A lot of drivers with DNFs here that really need a good run next week to be able to get back into contention here. I'd say pretty much from about 25th on down, everybody that DNF'd really need to make sure they don't DNF next week. And there you see Dylan Poteet and Jake Smith. Already, Jake Smith nearly 150 points behind the points leader, Seth Cole. So he's going to have quite a task for himself next week. at Auto Club Speedway. Hope you guys enjoyed this race. As I said, next week we are heading to Auto Club Speedway for the Auto Club 500 at California. Hope you guys will tune in for that. You've been watching the NCGMRS Xbox Cup Series on the NCGMRS Sports Channel.